everything seems to be plastic. That's all you see. I hadn't really thought, you know. That's true. Paper-based containers might do the job as well, yeah.
But when they're empty, plastic bottles can be used for all sorts of other things as well, yes? Can you think of any?
Oh, yes, I find them useful as flower pots.
Flower pots, really?
It's quite simple.
How do you manage that?
It's really easy. Very good for hyacinths. All you've got to do is cut it in two across there, you see?
And then
Simple,
turn it upside
really.
down.
It's ideal.
And
then you
all
add
need
water,
to do is
eh?
put your flour in. What could you use this for? Flowers?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Very good. Yeah, sometimes they're used to keep dogs off, you know, to stop them from...
That's right. And cats, too.
A rocket?
A rocket? Yeah, I suppose
Yes,
so.
rocket.
If you squeeze it, it might fly high in the air, yeah.
A dress?
A bit unlikely.
No, it's really true. For the winter.
You mean it?
A fleece. Yeah, it makes a synthetic fleece.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
A fleece is exactly what you need in winter. Lovely and warm. Not in this weather, though. If I wore a fleece today, I'd feel as if I were in a steam bath. No, definitely not a good idea, a fleece in the height of summer.
Yes.
However, now I come to think of it, you're right. Clothes can be made of plastic. Like this sweatshirt, see? Oh.
Can I feel it?
Oh, so long as you don't
Feels like
tickle.
cotton.
Go ahead, feel the inside. There you are. Yeah, it's nice and soft, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it really
And then there's the shirt as well.
What, the
Feel.
shirt too?
Made out of plastic.
Really?
Plastic bottles. And my T-shirt too. Go on, feel
So
it.
then, are you saying
Don't be
that all
shy.
the things you're wearing are really made out of plastic
Yeah.
bottles?
And the
really?
trousers too. What do they
That's
feel like?
extraordinary. Yes, they're
Yeah,
nice. They're
go
not
on.
inside.
Don't be shy.
Really nice.
Yeah, and my trainers. They're plastic as well.
Shoes as well. Fancy that.
There you are. Everything made out of plastic, including my
What about
shoes.
your hat?
I forgot I was wearing a cap. I always do. Yep, everything. Even my cap.
That is really amazing.
Indeed it is. Plastic bottles are very handy because they're so light. But when we have no more use for them, they can be a nuisance because they take up so much room. So recently we've begun to recycle them instead of regarding them as mere rubbish to be dumped. This is a factory where they recycle old plastic bottles. And the factory was built by the companies which manufacture the bottles. The bottles are collected and cleaned on the outside. The labels and caps are removed because they're made of different materials. And then the insides of the bottles are washed. After that, they're washed again, many times, and they're broken into small pieces. What were once plastic bottles now look like this. These broken pieces of plastic are called flakes. Plastic is very useful. Many of the things we use every day are made of it. Plastic is made from crude oil, so our recycled bottles can be used again to make things which use crude oil in their original manufacturing process. In the factory, the flakes from the recycled plastic bottles are melted down to produce the man-made fabric polyester. Those threads, which were once plastic bottles, are made into material, which is then used to make clothes for us to wear. Carpets and curtains can also be made of polyester. It's an extremely useful material with many applications. Plastic bottles are reckoned to be easy to recycle compared with other plastic products. But
They used to be glass.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, glass.
And you could
Yeah.
return them to the shops when they were empty, couldn't
Yeah, and of course shops don't do that
you?
anymore.
Yes, and they're not very convenient
course.
to get rid of.
Of course.
Yes, they take up a lot of room in the bin.
Because they're large.
because they're so bulky.
Then newspapers, they recycle those, don't they? But that paper's more expensive, so what about these bottles if they're recycled? What will they cost? Will they be more expensive, eh? If they cost us more than before, then that doesn't make any sense.
In Koto Ward in Tokyo, there's a scheme where old plastic bottles can be left at certain designated points to be collected on 2 fixed dates a month. Cans and glass bottles are also included in this scheme. The local residents put the various items into the different coloured containers. Here, some local people are sorting out the stuff that's been left. I notice you're removing the caps from the bottles.
That's right. You see, they're made of different materials, so they have to be removed. And the labels also, they're different material too, so they must be taken off. But that's not such an easy job, so we just do the caps. The rest is left for the dealers who come and collect them.
The collection and sorting of all these items can't be done for nothing. It actually costs the local authorities quite a lot.
Empty plastic bottles.
Yes,
I just throw them in the bin.
as rubbish.
Sure.
In the rubbish bag for non-burning material.
Where I live, there's no recycling, so into the bin.
As rubbish.
As rubbish. Huh?